we are going to see the video bronchoscope from Hugo brand, which we are going to connect to the same processor. And as usual, this is the main endoscope, and you have the all irrigation channel, vent cap, biopsy plugs are there. I mean the mouth guards are there, and also inside you will be finding the biopsy brushes. So first, let me run through the main specifications of the video bronchoscope. This model number is called VB68Q, and the working length is 600 mm. So obviously, when compared to the gastroscope and colonoscope, the working length of the bronchoscope will be the shortest, the 600 mm, and the dia of the insertion tube is 5.3 mm, and the instrument channel is 2 mm in dia. Tip deflection, you will not be having the side movement, only up and down. Upwards is 180 degrees and downwards is 130 degrees. Angle of view is 120 degrees and depth of view is 3 to 50 mm. So these are the main specifications of the video bronchoscope. So just I am going to take it out and show to you. It's going to be very short length. So you can see this is going to control the up and the downward angles, and same way like in our other scopes, there is an option for you to snap and there is an option for you to record. Both options are there, and this is an optional port for the suction, and here is for the instrument channel. So let us also connect this scope to the processor and check out its clarity. Okay, so like in our previous videos, we are going to connect the video bronchoscope to our same processor, and since you have all watched all the videos, for your kind understanding, so this is the part where the light guide, where light enters into the scope, and this is basically for the air and water channel. But as you very well know, video bronchoscope does not need an air and water channel, so this port will be blocked in this particular model. Okay. So see the correct procedure. Align it properly with the processor, and I have already shown you the holes inside the processor. You just need to press it firmly, that's it, until you hear the click sound. And next, immediately the main thing you need to do is the signal cable. And as I have been telling you, make sure to check out for the red color mark. Attach one end to the processor and another end to the scope. Make sure to align with the red dot on the scope and press it firmly. You can do this with one hand, and the other end goes to the processor. That's it. So now everything is done, and as I told you, the irrigation is not going to be needed for the video bronchoscope, that is left aside, and you can see an optional port. This is for connecting the suction. Let us connect the suction. Suction is going to come from the suction apparatus, and I am just directly attaching it. Okay, that is done. And this is a very thin and very thin scope, so you need to handle it more precisely. And here is the biopsy plug. You can remove this biopsy plug and use it for all the instruments, like biopsy, whatever cleaning brush, whatever you need to get it done with the instrument channel, you are going to insert through this port. And also I will show you the distal end also. So this distal end, you are just going to add the CMOS tip along with the instrument channel opening. There is not going to be any air water nozzle like we saw in the previous gastro and the colonoscopes. So now all the attachments are done. Now let us switch on the scope and switch on the processor and see its clarity, and we will also compare it with the same colored bar which we were using in the previous videos. So the correct procedure, as I told you, first switch on the main power supply and then switch on the power button on the processor, and once we do that and once everything is connected properly, you will be able to see the screen, the output screen on the device display. Now the first question you may ask yourself is that why there is a loss of resolution, or why the picture is small compared to the gastroscope or colonoscope. For a kind understanding, this is a very narrow, very narrow and very thin scope, since it's being used for the bronchoscopy. So obviously this is the maximum resolution compared to all the other competitors and all the other brands. This is one of the highest resolution when it comes to video bronchoscopy in the basic or the diagnostic scopes. So I am going to show you the bending angles. There is going to be only two, only the upward and the downward. There is not going to be any side angle. So the upward motion and the downward angle, you can see that. And I'm going to switch on the LED light source. So we are switched on, and in order to change the intensity, we are going to use the dial. And now you can see the LED is switched on. And now I'm going to insert into my mouth so that you can see the clarity. Yeah, now we have done that, and like in our previous videos, I'm going to show you how to take a snap. So all you need to do is just press this button on the front and check out the screen. It's going to show you as file saving. Yeah, whenever that file saving appears, it means that the particular picture has been taken and stored in the memory card in that particular folder. And if you want to do the video recording, I'm going to press the button on the back side. I'm going to switch it on. The video is going to start recording, and whenever I want to stop it, I need to again press it. And as I told you in the previous video, always make sure to stop the video recording. Whenever you start and stop a video recording, only the file will get saved. And the same things can be done on the processor. We can either click the snap button directly, and we can also do the recording here. And like in our gastroscope and colonoscope, we can click the file button in order to go to the next folder. Yeah, okay. And this is also very important. Each time you change a scope, or it's better that after each procedure you do the automatic white balancing. You need to just keep the scope in a white surface, and you can ask somebody, or you need to press the AWB button. The white balance will get automatically corrected. And rest of the things are the same. Just now I'm going to just switch on the suction, and I will show you how it's done. Yeah. So this is the suction button. So once you switch on the external suction apparatus, you can press this button, and automatically you can see the suction pressure going up. That's the way to do suction with the video bronchoscope. And now in the same video, I'm going to show you the proper method of disconnecting the scope also from the processor. First thing is to cut down the switch off the suction apparatus, and make sure you are bringing the LED intensity to 0. Then switch on the LED light source. And since we in this scope we are not using the diaphragm, air water diaphragm pump, there we are not going to switch it on. In case by mistake if you have kept it on, make sure to switch it off. After everything is done, before disconnecting, make sure to power off the device. Once the device is successfully powered off, the next main thing you are going to do is that you are going to disconnect the suction from the scope. Remove it gently and remove the signal cable. And I will tell you in all the videos, this is the main part where you need to be very careful. Just pull it and remove it gently from the scope as well as from the processor. You can do this with one finger. Just keep it safely aside. And finally, when you are removing the scope, see, one finger has to rest against the processor, and you just need to give a small gentle push. Make sure it's removed. And before you start doing the cleaning process, make sure to hang it properly if you have a hanger, and then do the cleaning procedures. So this is about the video bronchoscope. And in next video, I am going to connect the 4K camera head and the light guide, and we are going to use it on a demo laparoscope to show you the clarity, and I am going to tell you about the specifications of the camera head and the light source.